Here's the former undisputed UFC welterweight champion and still one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, the Nigerian nightmare, KAMARU USMAN. What do you think his approach is going to be here tonight? Because we love the jab, the striking has evolved, but we all know what his bread and butter is.
Well, his bread and butter is his wrestling. I think the only thing I can point to is that he lost the first fight of his career. Then he went on that tremendous run to become the welterweight champion and widely regarded the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. That was his bounce back. Tonight he has to do that again. He's got to go back to that mindset that allowed for him as a young fighter to tie Georges St. Pierre's record for most wins in the welterweight division. That starts tonight, and ultimately he's hoping that leads to another reign atop the welterweight division.
And there have been rumblings about some injuries, maybe a knee, his hand. He says he's healthy. We'll see how it goes for KAMARU USMAN getting back on the proving ground here tonight. Graced the octagon with his mind set on one thing tonight, that UFC Championship belt. Born in Uzbekistan, where they fight at weddings, here is Kazakhstan's SHAVKAT RAKHMONOV, one of the best welterweight prospects in the world. He has finished every single one of his professional wins. He has never tasted defeat. And even though he is not in any great rush for a championship opportunity, the fan base is. They want this man fighting for the title with immediacy. He's sort of contented to bide his time. This is the big spot here tonight. If he can win this fight and handle this particular stylistic challenge, for my money, there's nothing left. All odds on Kazakhstan SHAVKAT RAKHMONOV here tonight. From the Mecca, Madison Square Garden, here in New York, New York. All right, now let's get to our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. All right, now for the official introductions, we send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Welterweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, KAMARU, the Nigerian nightmare, Usman. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, SHAVKAT NOMAD Rakhmonov.
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready.
A lot of fight fans thought we would see this fight between KAMARU USMAN and SHAVKAT RAKHMONOV when Usman was the champion. Leon Edwards, of course, intervened, but this is still a matchup of two truly elite 170-pound fighters.
I mean, this is as high level as it gets. SHAVKAT RAKHMONOV has proven that he is ready for the next level of fighter in the welterweight division. And if you're going to beat anyone to prove you belong, it's got to be KAMARU USMAN, one of the best welterweights of all time, a guy that just really blew the top of the division for a very long time. He has his eyes set on getting back to the mountain.
Oh, that's a heavy kick downstairs. Oh, nice combination there. He is just killing him with volume tonight.
Jab, right hand, body shot, kicks, wasn't masterful, show of different techniques and ability to throw a combination.
And they're exchanging leather early.
Oh! Nice job paying attention to the defensive side.
Rakhmonov's trying to get a triangle submission here. Looks like a pretty good attempt here.
He's got it. He's got it. This fight hurt.
Whoa! Submission defense. He gets out.
I mean, the calmness in that moment. It looked like the fight was over. He was able to clear his head, put the guy into the mount. Not a great position, but much better than getting his arm snapped in half from an armbar.
Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. Oh, he's got his back. So Rakhmonov's really pressing the issue now, and he's got his opponent's belly flat on the mat.
He's in the mount.
Oh, nice combination of ground and pound here by Rakhmonov. Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time. Big right hook there by the champ. He's got to be careful here.
Usman's in half guard.
Now he's going full mount. Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Just over 2 minutes to go. Well, he's got his back now. Rakhmonov is able to flatten out. Oh, looking for the submission now. Oh, that rear-naked choke attempt is tight. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, and the submission defense wins this transition.
Oh, his opponent's squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen.
All right, so the big storyline in this one, the Nigerian nightmare, KAMARU Usman. The wrestling's on point and the ground and pound going on as well.
You know, these skills are what allowed for KAMARU Usman to become the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. He is a tremendous wrestler, incredibly strong, and you are seeing all that happen in the octagon right now. He is on point. Great ground and pound by this man. Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
All right, operating inside the closed guard now.
Great defense by the defensive fighter.
So Rakhmonov's in half guard. Under a minute to go in our opening round.
That was nice.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Rakhmonov. A lot of top pressure being applied here. Another ground and pound strike gets home. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you gotta look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten the mountain, just go for the finish.
All right, so perhaps he's gonna have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's gotta pay attention now before it gets worse.
Rakhmonov's able to transition back to side control now. All right, so the fighter heads back to the stool, and man, that is a severe cut that he's dealing with. We'll see if they call in the ringside physician.
You got it under control, though. Don't worry about the blood, okay?
All right, let us get you some replays from the damage in that previous round. Perhaps we can even isolate the shot that opened the cut.
I mean, just some big shots landed over the course of that round. And he wasn't responsible defensively. He was trying to tough out way too many situations. You can't do that when you're fighting a guy like this. If he doesn't change something, he's gonna find himself in trouble.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Here we are, early round two. Starting to do some really significant Significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Usman gets caught by that straight punch there. Takedown defense holds up. That is a heavy right hand from KAMARU USMAN. I'm not sure how many more his opponent can take.
He broke Kobe Covington's jaw with that exact same strike. When he lands, he can shut your lights out. You saw what he did to Mirage. I mean, he put him out with that right hand. He's become a great striker as his career has gone on.
Usman circling to his right now. Man, how good is this takedown defense tonight? Pretty good attempt offensively, but once again, the sprawl is there.
Well, the wrestler's doing a good job of setting up his takedowns. He just can't finish. This guy's really good, man. And we knew this would be an even fight. But you are seeing the more well-rounded guy getting the job done tonight.
Oh, you land, I land. Is that what we're doing here? Missed with that right hand. Well, we told you off the top of the...
Oh, he's not gonna guillotine! Oh, man, that was slick.
Working in half guard here, making these shots count. All right, he remains in pursuit of the submission, but the defense continues to hold up. I'm not sure he's going to be able to find a finish here.
In MMA today, guys are so well-rounded. They're so gifted. It's hard to just lock up a submission, but he continues to try. And in those efforts, he has given himself a chance to win this fight.
I've never been submitted.
You never have?
Nope.
Lucky guy. I have.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Usman. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
All right, half-guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loves, I mean, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow,
right.
You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat.
Well, it's a bloody Saturday, folks. He's really starting to leak out of that eye area, Danny.
Well, he's leaking, John. He's wide open. The eyes are beat up. The guy's taking a beating, and the blood has to be affecting his vision at this point.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Usman. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground.
I mean, way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Rakhmonov. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by KAMARU Usman. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. Usman's in half guard now. Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. Usman's face is a hot mess, man. That cut on his cheek is getting worse by the minute and worse with every strike landed by his opponent.
Getting him out here.
20 seconds left.
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
10 seconds now to go in the round. Oh, he postures up in a big head strike by Usman. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. 10 minutes in the books. All right, there's the horn signifying the end of the round, and he heads back to the stool, and hopefully he can stay in this fight because that is a severe cut that he's dealing with right now.
Protect this cut, though. You know he's going after it.
Well, that was a damaging 5 minutes. We'll see how he can recover over this 60 seconds. We'll show you some replays now from that previous round.
He was on the receiving end of some big blows, and he wasn't moving his head well. His head was on the center line. He was a stationary target, and his opponent opened up a nasty cut on him. He has got to move his head to limit the damage that he's taking.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Well, new round, same narrative. He continues to punish the body yet again, just as he did in the previous frame.
Beautiful combination with the hands there.
Oh, massive knee to the body. That can't feel good.
Oh, that was a really nice takedown.
Oh, that is a high-level transition to half guard and now in a position to do a lot of damage.
Watch him sit back on the leg and land big ground and pound.
Usman's cut is getting worse. The cut man chomping at the bit to get in there. We'll have to wait for the break between rounds if we get there. Lands with the ground and pound here. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
All right, well, that eye's officially disgusting right now. I don't know, man. If I'm a doctor, maybe I'm thinking about getting involved.
Well, you can see him getting up out of his seat. You know, he's looking very closely at the damage on the eye. We may get him in here before the round even ends.
Good work from the top here by KAMARU USMAN. Oh, another strike lands from the top. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Well, this UFC fight is sort of dissolving into a horror movie. I don't need to see any more damage inflicted.
You don't have to lose everything on one night. His corner can stop the fight now, and he would be mad now, but he would appreciate them later because it will extend his career going down the line. In the half guard.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Usman going to work here from guard. Nice combination there. Everything he throws is with fight-ending intentions. Good, solid strike on the ground.
And another one. Another strike from the top. Lands for him. There it is. Now he's going to mount.
So Rakhmonov's looking to pass out of the half guard here, maybe looking for side control. He's denied. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours. This is where he wants to be.
Oh, he is masked in blood. I think I can actually pick out his blood type from here. Where's the doctor? All right, less than a minute here to go now in round 3. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Usman. Going for a submission. Oh, I'm no expert, but that Von Flue choke looks locked in. Oh, under the chin. Could be the end. There's the tap.
Oh my God! As many style points as you could produce. Whoa! Oh my Lord!
Wow, an unbelievable result here tonight by way of submission, and he bided his time there. He stayed patient, waited for an opening, and then when it was there, he certainly capitalized to get the tap here tonight. All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
Now to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 27 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by tap out, and still the undisputed UFC Welterweight Champion of the world, SHAVKAT Rakhmonov.
All right, so a lot of people like the challenger tonight, but it goes to the champion. Congratulations.
PlayStation